Hey, how y'all doing? um, this ain't a playlist that's really meant for anybody. This is just something for me to talk to because I need something to talk to. Um, it's not said it's not been a good ride. I just found out this sweet little girl here, this little silver one, just she's got cancer in the mouth, and I don't have the $10,000 to keep her alive. So I know I'm gonna lose her soon, and I ain't ready for it. So I just figured make these videos and have a couple videos with her at least. I just want to talk about just my life in general because it really does seem like a fucked up waste. Because it'd be one thing if I was lazy, it'd be one thing if I was stupid, it'd be one thing if I didn't care, if I didn't try. I get all that, but that ain't the reality of my life. The reality of my life is I've been busting my ass, working hard. I have ideas that the world doesn't even have yet, like brand new fucking ideas for shit. None of that matters because whatever cruel fucking God put me on this earth drowned me in ignorance. Everybody around me, doesn't matter how hard I talk, I feel like fucking goddamn Cassandra, just spitting out all these prophecies that nobody wants to believe, yet no one has been able to prove me wrong. It'd be one thing, too, if I could say these ideas and people were like, oh no, this is the reason why you're wrong. And they could show me, but no, it's never been that. I've always just been told I was wrong because they believe. That's all they needed. They believe. And that's the bullshit too. The hypocrisy of Christianity where they say, oh, I give it all to God. No, you don't give it all to God. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar, and to God what is God, right? I hate the way that, you know, people around here pick and choose what to believe, when to believe. And here I am fucking busting my ass just trying to be a good person. And I get shit on all the time, taken from all the time, and betrayed. I mean, god damn, how many times do I have to be betrayed? How many times? And by people who tell me, oh, you're such a good person. Fuck you if I'm a good person. Why are you fucking knifing me in the back? I don't get it. People I bled for, I gave everything I had for, and it's just, what do I get in return? Treated like shit. Being turned into a punching bag. That's what one of my former employers did. Freaking said it. He said, told me he turned me into a punching bag. And he couldn't even apologize for it. He said, I could have treated you better. Fucking piece of shit, man. What did I do wrong? Fucking, that's what I want to know. What did I do wrong to be treated like a punching bag? And I just, like I said, man, I'm so ready to be out of this world. I don't, I've never been okay. Fuck, man, since 4 years old, it's just been a shitstorm in here, in my mind, and it's just always being alone because I can't talk to anybody. Nobody wants to go that deep. I went too fucking far in my head, and now I'm just stuck. I'm this abomination that no one can sit here and have a conversation with. Because every time I do, they just cut me off, and I let them. I don't know. Maybe I don't fight enough for me. I don't know. But it's too late now. I don't want a part of any of this anymore. You know. It's like the only thing keeping me in this world is three cats, and I'm about to lose one of them. God, when they're gone, man, I'm going with them. There ain't nothing left to keep me here. Jesus, like I said, man, this. I don't know if you pay attention to my. If anybody does stumble across this video, I'm sorry that you have to see this, but I know it's not. It's not what people should do. You know, it's what the world tells you. Oh, keep it inside. Keep fucked. I'm not. I'm done keeping it inside, man. I'm gonna leave these videos behind because, like I said, I want the world to know what it wasted. It wasted because of ignorance. But I don't know. Like I said, this is what this video series is gonna be. Apparently, it's just me talking about my life, I guess, and what I learned along the way. I mean, getting into that, I guess I just I'll start would be where I always start, man. 4 years old. And I was 4 years old. Midnight mass. Fucking. That's when the concept of eternity hit me. You know, it freaked me out. I was four. I couldn't grasp existing forever. You know, that there is no end. It freaked me out that there wasn't an end. And I ran in here. I didn't realize what I was doing. I started creating different programs, if you would, because I did since a little one. I treated my mind like a fucking computer. The two of the first programs I always talk about are my suits and bubbles. My suits are different versions of myself. I can just be any way I wanted to be, emotionally, mentally. I would just decide how I wanted to think and feel, and I would create a version of me capable of that. And then I would create these bubbles, which were just, it's like the holodeck in Star Trek. There are different worlds where I could just put a version of me in, put multiple versions of me in, play multiple different roles, and then play out the scenario. It's how I learned. That's how I learned when I was 4 years old. It's the only way I know how to think. Like, really, when I go into a room, my mind acts like sonar. It just fires off all these questions, and it starts asking questions about the environment, about the room. That's why I'm always looking around. People don't pay, I mean, people pay attention. I'm always looking around, but they don't think to ask why. And me looking around is me drawing in information about where I'm at the moment in the environment. And like I said, from a little one, that's how I've been. And it always made life difficult because I would ask questions that adults didn't want me to know or they didn't have answers to. So they didn't want me asking these questions to make shit difficult for them. Sorry, you okay, girl? But it's like just the way it was. I needed more. I needed to know more. I wanted to know more because I was. It's how I got rid of the. It's how I got away from the idea of eternity. Because my whole life I've been running from it. I've been just trying to stay a step ahead of it, so I didn't have to think about it. I called it Commander Tet as a child, because Tet for the eternal thought. And it's like every time it creeped up on me, like if I was like looking at wallpaper with flowers and with baby's breath on them, I would just be thinking like purple flowers, purple flowers, purple flowers, and just repeat it over and over and over again to get the thought out of my head because it freaked me out so. In third grade, wow, when I had first religious studies class, because I was in the Catholic school, but it wasn't until third grade where I had an hour of it, and it was just trying to get out. I just daydreamed all the time to get out of my head, to get away from the thought of this eternal thought. It just freaked me out, man. Like I said, it was my childhood. That's how I grew, and I just started. Like I said, I kept creating all these programs. I kept thinking different ways to think, and that's what allowed me to just move in the world better, and that's what I needed to do. Because, like I said, the people who were supposed to be on my side and help me weren't. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, they took care of me in the way you're supposed to take care, but that wasn't enough. And it's not that I needed more. What I needed was them to understand me. That's what I needed. 4 decades of life, I can't say that I have met anyone that actually wanted to understand me. I met a few people, maybe like one or two. That's about it. But like I said, when you think about how many people I've met, I've not lived a normal life. I've lived, and it's not that it was extravagant financially; it was extravagant in experiences. I am a very, very experienced human being, more so than many of my counterparts. I promise you that because I've met most of them. I mean, I've gauged myself against them when I met them. Is what I mean. But getting to the point where I started getting to be too much, I guess you could say. That's where my life got a little more difficult. Like I said, I just didn't have the support of people who wanted to know what was going on at my brain housing group. But when I got in there, when I got to that point where I was being difficult and I realized that I was frustrating the people around me, that's when I decided to rework the insides of my brain, I guess you could say, to try to make myself function a little better in the world. I don't know how long my phone can have I got a junk phone. It's one of those little cheap, like $15 phones that doesn't have much memory on it, so I know it can't go past 10 minutes. So probably just gonna cut off here, and like I said, I'm probably just gonna do these videos just because I need something to talk to, because I ain't got shit else, and I'm about to lose a third of my friends. Thank you for your time. If you saw this, I hope nobody's watching this. I don't want people to. This isn't meant for people to watch. It's just I need something to talk to because I ain't got much left in me. Swear to God, man. The last job, man, it took my will to live. I've been hanging on to it for 40 plus years. But this dude, this fucking villain, the way he did me, man, I didn't even see it coming. Took my goddamn will to live. I didn't see it coming. That's my fault. Thanks for your time, man.